I did watch the first episode of the How I Met Your Mother spin-off, How I Met Your Father, starring Hilary Duff. Full discussion of the content and what I think of the show over on Lovable Nerd. Go and get that. And of YouTube, on YouTube, of course. A lot of people, because I posted about it on my Instagram story. Whenever I post an Instagram story, I always get a few responses from people. And a lot of people said to me, how are you watching it in Australia? And I found this interesting because what I realized is it's not actually out anywhere in Australia. But there was an interesting discussion on the Discord with a few listeners that I wanted to talk about because basically Radio Whitey put a lot of my thoughts, Radio Whitey, welcome to the radio family, put a lot of my thoughts into words because basically in answer to the question, how did I watch How I Met Your Father in Australia? The answer is I Jack Sparrowed it. Now, if you don't know what Jack Sparrowing is, then maybe this conversation isn't for you. I Jack Sparrowed it. Now, you know, I just want to start this by saying I have never done anything illegal in my life. You know, Jack Sparrowing is something that occasionally I'll do if I can't watch something that I want to watch. But I saw this interesting discussion in the Discord, as I said, talking about Jack Sparrowing. And Radio Whitey says that he's recently moved back to exclusively Jack Sparrowing content because the fragmentation of streaming is fucked. And it's more, and here's what I completely agree with that. Now in Australia, it used to be just Netflix. We just got Netflix and everyone was on Netflix. Now, like off the top of my head, there's Netflix, Disney Plus, Stan, Paramount Plus, Foxtel Binge, KO for sports, Hayu for reality TV, I think, Foxtel Go, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus, Apple TV Plus. There's so many streaming services and they each charge you like $10 a month. So if there's 10, it's $100 a month. So over $1,000 a year. And I completely agree with this because the problem is Netflix was great when it started in Australia. Now it's pretty trash. There's a lot of original content that's really rubbish. For every 20 Netflix originals, I reckon one is great. So Netflix is a lot of quantity over quality, I think. My problem is it's so fragmented. I never know where to get anything. And then the main problem is you've got like 10 different apps. They all have a completely different UI and interface and way of navigating them. You never know what's on what. They all have different accounts, usernames, passwords you have to keep track of, logging in on different devices. You've also got all the free-to-air ones here in Australia. Channel 9, Channel 7, ABC, SBS, if you want to watch 10 Play, whatever you want. You know, it just becomes impossible to do. Through a little bit of Jack Sparrowing, I've got a way of basically bringing all my content into one platform where I can search everything, find everything in one platform. That takes, a little bit of computer know-how. But basically, I'm really interested because I worry that because of the streaming service fragmentation here in Australia, people are just going to go back to Jack Sparrowing. And I know that this is a controversial topic, but I think there needs to be, a much better way of unifying the streaming experience. Because I guess the idea from the streaming companies, Netflix, Amazon, whatever, they just want you to have theirs. They don't care that you've got others. They just want you on theirs. So they're not going to try and make it easier for you to find other content. I know Google with their Chromecast TV is trying to do that. Apple has their Apple TV app that tries to get everything in one, but they're all pretty shit. They're all very bloated. I don't like the interface of any of them. If there was a way for me to watch How I Met Your Father on a streaming service in Australia the day it came out, I would absolutely do that, but there isn't. And I really want to watch it because the original show is so important to me, right? Here's another thing. I also think some of the streaming services in Australia just don't need to exist. And I apologize in advance for the companies for this. But like, for example, one that definitely deserves to exist, a streaming service that definitely deserves to exist, Disney Plus. You hear Disney, you instantly think of so many classics. Disney Plus, what's on Disney? No one's saying, oh, what can you get on Disney Plus? You know what you can get on Disney Plus. The Lion King, classic Disney movie. Toy Story, classic Disney Pixar movie. Marvel, Star Wars, The Jungle Book, Robin Hood, the Disney Robin Hood. You know, you basically what I'm trying to say is, you know what's on Disney Plus. You know what you're paying for. You know what you're getting. Now, take that and then try to apply it to Paramount Plus. I'm sorry, Paramount Plus, and I am open to a sponsorship if you want, but I'm sorry, Paramount Plus. What the hell are you? I'm sorry. What are you? What? I have never said to anyone in my entire life, have you seen that new Paramount movie? I've never done that. I realize they have South Park and they've got those South Park exclusive specials, but I could not name to you right now one Paramount exclusive movie. I actually think branding it as Paramount Plus is stupid because no one, I can guarantee you 99% of people do not know any Paramount movies off the top of their head. Disney, you know what's on Disney. You know what the Disney movies are. You know it. Paramount, I have literally never said to anyone, the new Paramount movie's so good. All the time I'm like, I might watch that new Disney movie. You know, I like Disney movies. They make quality stuff. I might check it out. I've never said I'm going to check out, I can't wait for the new Paramount movie. What's Paramount doing? And I'm not discrediting movies made by Paramount, but your brand, I don't think is as strong as Disney for you to make a whole streaming service. You're better off just making you could have made it any brand. Paramount Plus, it just sounds like you're using Disney's idea and making a bad version of it. What is on? Can anyone name one thing that's on Paramount Plus except South Park? I can't. So there's nothing about Paramount Plus that makes me go, I need to get on Paramount Plus. I've got to get on it. Whereas Disney, parents with kids, you're getting quality. Marvel fans, all right, great, I'll get Disney Plus. Star Wars fans, everything's on there. I'll get Disney Plus. Paramount, you can watch South Park. Oh yeah, that's cool. I have no idea why Paramount Plus exists. I'm sorry. I don't know. Does anyone if you have Paramount Plus, please write to the show this week and just send a list of 5 things you think I would want to watch on it. I'm sorry, Paramount Plus. You pay people to do marketing. You pay people to do your branding. This is me, a consumer, giving you feedback. I have no idea what's on you. I'm sorry, Paramount Plus. And frankly, I don't care. You know why? Because you're the last one. All the other ones have been around for 2 years at least. Disney, Stan's been around for at least 5 or 6 years. Netflix has been around for more. Paramount Plus, you came out last year. Why are you so late? We've all been at the party for nearly 10 years and you've just been like, hey guys, we're all trying to go home from the party and you've just showed up. And now we have to, that's what it feels like, Paramount Plus. We all have to stay for another 2 hours because you've just got here late. Paramount, that's my current views on streaming and Jack Sparrowing. That is my current views on it, okay?